We are now talking to Nevada safety and wide receiver recruit Aeden Seiuli. What's up, Aiden?
Just got done with practice.
How was practice, anyways? Where you're in Nevada right now, right?
No, I'm in Utah right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from a little town called Spanish Fork, and practice was good. I mean, kids seem ready to play tomorrow, so hopefully we get it.
I know I've been to Utah. It's a beautiful city, especially in the wintertime. It's so small, but it's so compacted, and the city is unbelievable. It's so beautiful when it gets snowy and cold out over there. What is it like living over there in Utah from all the different places in the country you could be brought up?
I mean, yeah, it's really small. Literally everybody in the city. It's just everybody's close. Everybody knows each other. Uh, it's just different. It's like the Utah people. We're Mormons. We're known as Mormons, LDS. It's just a different experience. Whenever I go out of Utah, I could tell the difference.
As you guys know, we are talking to Nevada safety and wide receiver recruit Aeden Seiuli. Now, Aiden, what is it like being recruited by a top school like Nevada, a Division I school? I'm sure you were getting scouted by tons and tons of school in your senior year. You're 17 years old, and who you are as a wide receiver / safety. Being recruited at those two positions, what position really stood out to you? What stands out to you as a player going into college football? And what was the recruiting process like?
So I don't know. I really like both positions a lot. Safety just seemed to fit me a little more. I got a lot more attention for safety from colleges, from the bigger colleges. What was the next question? I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. What was the other question, Speedy? I'm sorry, because I have my other question.
Yeah, how did the other positions affect your recruiting with other schools too that you could have picked from, and obviously you picked Nevada.
Yeah, so Nevada was one of my top schools. It's kind of close to home, and they just said safety, so I just started working really hard on my safety, and yeah, everybody wanted me as safety, so.
So again, with that in mind, you're very unique, where you're recruited by two different positions. And again, was it like that the whole way with not just Nevada, with other schools as well? And also, was it something that you or your coaches pushed, or was it something that they actually desired, their coaching staff desired at Nevada?
So, man, it just honestly, it happened. I started off as a wide receiver. I really liked catching, going out for passes and stuff. But then my build started forming, and they started realizing what my build is. So that's when the safety just came into the question and took off.
As you guys know, we are talking to Nevada safety and wide receiver recruit Aeden Seiuli. Now, Aiden, the safety position has really transformed the sport. You're looking at the NFL right now. Jamal Adams and the Derwin Jameses. These guys have transformed the position at safety. Now you see these guys, these safeties move into linebacker, and linebackers move into safety because of the speed and the ability and the athletic ability that these kids have now, including you. When you look at the position at safety, is that a position that could define the defense of a team in your eyes, or do you see the safety position as another position that fills in that secondary?
Honestly, man, I think it fills in the secondary because we're kind of in the back. Like it's in the name. We're
Right.
the safety position. Like we're back there to stop anything else from going deep, or if a run breaks through the middle and they cut up the seam, then I'm probably there to stop them. So, yeah.
So what kind of safety do you define yourself as? Because like Errol was saying, it is a very versatile position. Are you better in man coverage, zone coverage, deep coverage, anything like that? Or are you more of a box safety, like the hybrids that Errol was mentioning as well?
You're better in the speedy coverage. I mean, you're better in this coverage. As long as you could stop this guy, this is about the size of a football.
That's not hard.
This is about the size of a football. Take him out.
I am not the size
beat
of
him
a
on the head.
football.
Yes, you are. That head of his. Yeah. But God, I'm sorry.
I mean, I like playing anything, and in my mind, I think I can play anything. I think I'm good enough to play whatever like zone, man, or whatever.
Well, I think I could play every position too, Aiden. So you know what we're gonna do? You're gonna sit here and you're gonna take over my position, and I'm gonna take your college scholarship. I'm gonna step on the field. I'm not 6'3". I'm about 5'10", soaking wet, pretty big guy, and I'm gonna show out there, and I'm gonna try to get you into that NFL. So I don't know if a 38-year-old man is somebody that they want to bring on the field, but maybe I can show a little bit more athletic ability than some other people, and maybe give you an opportunity to get an NFL contract. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I'll send you out there.
All right, I don't think you want to send me out there. I mean, I was a good athlete growing up, but I'm not 6'3", 205 pounds. That probably can run a 40. You probably can run a 40 and 4.4, 4.5, right?
Yeah, you got it.
You see, I'm pretty good, Speedy. What do you think? If I could guess how. Hold on one second. If I could guess how much he really weighs, Speedy, you got to shave that beard on live radio on Monday.
You really want hair all over your?
Absolutely,
right.
I'll get a bag. If I could guess how much he weighs right now, Speedy, you have to shave that beard on live radio on Monday.
At it.
No, I'm serious. You ready?
No, you're looking at it right there.
That's not his weight right now. I guarantee it. He's bigger now.
Wait.
Okay, don't
Wait,
sugarcoat it. You need to have an exact amount.
I'm sorry?
I don't have any. Not right now.
Well, when did you last weigh yourself?
Maybe like a month ago.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so this is off. I guarantee you. I'm gonna predict how much you weighed a month ago. You ready? You have it. You have the number in your head, right?
I got it.
Okay. I predict that you a month ago was 210 pounds. Am I right?
You're off.
Okay. How much? How much do you weigh?
I was 205 about a month ago.
I should have picked that. I should have picked that. I lose. Damn it. Damn it. As you guys know, we are talking to Nevada safety and wide receiver recruit Aeden Seiuli. Now, I also look at who you are as a person, where you're from. You're from Utah. And a lot of when you look at football and college football and some of these recruits, you don't really look in Utah. You don't really look in Oklahoma or look them in Oregon, for these players. So what is it like being recruited in a small town in Utah where some people probably have never even heard of your town or your city?
Yeah, you're exactly right. People, whenever I tell them about Spanish Fork, they're like, where the heck is that? And it feels kind of good because, the whole community is on your side. Everybody knows about it, and it's a good feeling. Everyone's rooting for you.
So Jillian actually told me you were also a rugby player for a while. So how did some of those skills transfer over playing football? And then when you first learned to play football after playing rugby, how hard was that adjustment?
So it honestly didn't affect me that much because I wasn't really, I wasn't good at the sport rugby. I was just athletic. So when it came to football, it's the same deal. I was just athletic, and then it went on from there, and then I started learning fundamentals. So it was just really being athletic.
Aiden, where's your name from? I mean, your last name. Are you Hawaiian? Is that your last name? Are you Hawaiian? What is your nationality?
I'm Samoan.
You're Samoan.
I'm Samoan.
I figured you were Samoan. So what is it like? What out of your parents, your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle, who really pushed you to play football as a young kid, play sports, and who is your driving force right now, trying to get that scholarship and maybe one day play in the NFL?
It's definitely my mom. I give everything that's ever happened props to my mom. It's everything.
Mom, what does mom do for a living?
She works at the DLD. She does driver's license.
Really? Look at that. So she's the one that tells you if you have your license or you don't. So
yeah.
Let's pretend I'm driving. I'm the driver and Speedy's your mom, okay? And we're driving around.
Okay.
And she's like, Shani, let's pretend you're a woman. How about you're the driver and I'm his mom, okay? Let's pretend we're driving. Come on, Speedy. All right, Sonny, make a right. All right, you failed. You're done. That's it. Pull to the side. You're done. You're never going to drive again. Don't ever come and see me as a tutor, as a teacher, or anything. What would you say, Speedy?
Okay.
No, you wouldn't. But he would cry.
No, I would. No, I would. Not
He
cry.
would cry.
I would
He
not
would cry. This guy would cry. Aiden, he would cry like a baby, like a baby. I would
not
torture him.
cry.
Yes, you would.
No,
You
I would not.
As you guys know,
Not if I was driving.
as you guys know, we are talking to Nevada safety and wide receiver recruit Aeden Seiuli.
So, in addition to rugby, you also played basketball and did track as well. So, some of those sports are definitely some things that could be applicable to football as well. We've actually had a lot of guys that said they run track and how much it helps them. So, what skills do you think those help you transfer for in terms of those two sports? And also, what track events do you do?
So track, I do long jump, and then I do the 100 meter. And I actually didn't get a chance to do the long jump, but I did the 100 meter. Actually, that was a long time ago. I did the 100 meter. I was going to do that this year, but it got canceled because of all the COVID stuff. And it honestly does help with your speed, especially if you have a good track coach, and I have a good track coach. So he helped me a lot with my form, and it just helps a lot with your speed.
Is there a particular NFL player or a college player right now that you can mimic as a safety or a wide receiver in the game that you could say that you play like?
Wide receiver, I'd say, I know it's a stretch, but I say I'm kind of like DK Metcalf.
Okay.
I mean, I'm definitely not ripped as him, but I have the build, like I can get there. I know I could get there. And then for safety, I'd like to say Ed Reed, just because I love the Ravens so much, and Ed Reed's just the GOAT.
Oh, so you're one of those guys that think the Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl this year, huh?
Winning it is a little bit of a stretch, but I don't want to hit on my Ravens. So yeah, they're gonna win it.
I think they're going to win too. I picked them to win too. So there you go. I thought you. I wanted to see if you thought that I didn't think that the Ravens are going to win, but I do. I'm not a big fan of Lamar Jackson. I do think he's a good quarterback. He's really proven himself as an NFL quarterback a lot better than I ever thought he was going to. But that team is as depthful and as good as any team in football. So absolutely.
So, we're talking about the hybrid positions of safeties, but also with receivers too, and offensive players in general. We're seeing it now too. And it's unique with you because you're one on each side of the ball. It's not like, all right, you're a running back that can line up as a receiver, or you're a corner that can line up as a safety. Can you see that where guys are playing both sides of the ball again, either at college football or the NFL level? Because that's the way football used to be.
Yeah, I mean, if you're good enough, definitely. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. It's just there's probably someone else that could beat you on the other side of the ball that trains there every day instead of training on both sides.